Hello everyone and welcome to this week's video. A love message that's meant to find you right now. I will have in the description below the timestamp so you can go ahead to your pile. Pile number 1 with the rose quartz. Pile number 2 we have the black tourmaline. Pile number 3 we have the aura quartz. Pile number 4 we have the amethyst. And pile number 5 we have the rhodonite. I will allow you a moment to choose a pile. Hello my beautiful souls of group number 1. If you chose the rose quartz crystal, then this is going to be your reading. A love message that's meant to find you. So we have: trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? And play. Have fun. Celebrate. Don't be so serious. This is going to be the overarching theme to your reading, group number 1. So first off we have play. Have fun, celebrate, don't be so serious. You may be the type of person that does kind of go by the book, has the routine, has trouble to drop down into that feminine, fun energy of, you know, doing things for the sake of doing things, or just being for the sake of being, rather than having like a reason for doing this and a reason for doing that, and being productive and being in that kind of serious energy, which is important in life, don't get me wrong. When it comes to your love life, this is a message that you need to have more fun, incorporate more fun into what it is you're doing, whether this is like with your partner or going on dates. Do things that are gonna make you feel like you are having fun and that you are enjoying it. It is a fun energy to be around. Trust your path. If you knew you would be supported, what would you do? This is a message that, like, if you're feeling unsure about where to go and feeling like, oh, I don't know if this is the right way that I'm going, or I don't know if this is the right decision. If you knew you would be supported, either A, by people around you, your partner or whatever, what would you do? Like, if you didn't have to worry about what people were gonna think or say in this situation, what would your answer be? And that is how you know what to do next, because when you're making decisions, you've got to think of yourself. Like, yeah, obviously if you're in a relationship, you've also got to consider what they want and meet halfway and stuff, but don't not do things because you're scared, or don't not bring things up because you're scared of what people will say or think. Because we have these two cards together, think of fun ways to incorporate whatever this is so they can get to your desired destination. So for example, if you are single looking for love, if you knew you would be supported, like if you knew you wouldn't be turned down or like rejected, what would you do? Have that fun, playful energy about it too. Like, don't face it with such a serious energy, because people love that fun, magnetic energy, and I feel like this is what you're going to be stepping into, group number 1, which is amazing. And it's going to give you that confidence to kind of take the path of not really caring about whether people are like on board with what you're like giving off, if that makes sense. You're going to be acting as if people do support your decision, regardless of whether they do or not. That kind of energy in a good way. Like, I don't really care what you think, this is me. If you are in a relationship, I feel like it's getting out of your mind. Like, I think we can assume sometimes that what we want to do is like not what other people want, so you just kind of like keep it in. And I feel like you are bringing this more playful, fun energy to your relationship, and you are going to be like feeling like you are more supported in expressing yourself and in exploring what you want to do. And you'll be surprised to know that they probably feel the same way, and it will bring them into this as well. One wants to come out. One wants to come out. The Five of Cups. Okay, the Five of Cups is all about feeling a little bit of disappointment or something. It's focusing on the cups that have spilt over rather than on the cups that are still standing. And it's this kind of discontented feeling a little bit pessimistic. This is why we have the overarching theme of like focus on fun, focus on the things that bring you that joy, and don't be so serious. And like, if you knew you were supported, what would you do? Like, instead of focusing on that kind of disappointment and like that energy of being down, focus your energy onto that positive. The Hierophant, the Two of Swords in reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Nine of Wands in reverse. Okay, so group number one, I'm sensing here, because these cards, I'll just go over quickly like what each of them represent. We've got that kind of being in your feels about something being disappointing and focusing on the disappointment rather than like what is going right. Then we've got the Hierophant, which is all about learning. So there could be some sort of cycle in love right now that you are learning or struggling to learn. With the Two of Swords in reverse, it's all about time to make a decision, like being stalemated, like a conclusion is to be had. And the King of Pentacles is all about success, feeling so stable, so secure, so abundant, and just being in a really good space in your physical environment, but also just like in this supported energy, which we've had the word support come up a couple of times there. Group number one, we've got the Nine of Wands in reverse, which is all about feeling so exhausted and a little bit like overwhelmed. Upright, the Nine of Wands is all about kind of like being tested and being on that like last push, like you're so close to success. When it's in reverse, it's like, I've given up, like this is not for me, I'm exhausted, this is a struggle, this is too overwhelming. When you realize this is a good thing, because when we decide to give up on something, we then can rebuild. I feel like you are letting go of some sort of mind frame you have, group number one, because the Swords is indicative of our minds, our communication, and you are moving on from an old pattern because we have that learning card in the Hierophant. And it might be a spiritual journey for you, because the Hierophant also does represent like the spiritual aspects of life, up leveling in a spiritual way, but also like gaining so much knowledge and up leveling your belief systems. So I feel like group number one, you are like letting go of a belief system that would hold you back in love. You see here in the image, like she's got two cups here behind her that she can't see, and she's like got these cups here that are falling over, and she's focusing on that more than what's still standing, kind of thing. You are moving from this kind of mind frame, you're up leveling through the Hierophant, and you are letting go of old belief systems that held you back. The conclusion is to be had on that chapter of your life. You are up leveling to this stable King of Pentacles energy. The King of Pentacles is so grounded, he's so safe and kind. You could even be meeting someone, group number one, that makes you feel like you are safe, like you are protected, like someone that is really kind to you and makes you feel supported. This could either be you becoming that person for yourself, or meeting someone, and maybe someone that is also quite spiritual, that can teach you a lot. The Nine of Wands, I think that's all about giving up on what makes you feel icky. It's like there's an energy there, group number one, that you refused in the past to compromise on your own belief systems. Like, no, this is what I believe, and all those kind of things. That is gonna like set you free Group number 1, to get into that energy of like having fun. Like if you knew you would be supported, even if it's something this whole time you've not really believed would be something that's available to you, what would you do? Like you are up leveling so much. I'm going to pull a couple of Monology cards to get some more information. You could even be doing something like self-development or reading a book or something about love or about, I don't know, just something that is going to shape your ideas or change or like completely create a breakthrough for you on how you think about love and how you think about like what you deserve and all that kind of thing. I feel like this could be something that you are doing. With the Hierophant being there, but it also could be like meeting someone that like opens your mind to different like opportunities for your own self, like maybe never seeing that a path was available to you and now seeing that it is, because you do have that support, like you can feel it, even if it's like feeling a support from like your friends or your spirit guides, feeling like you are supported. We have New Moon and Leo, shine. I love that this came out for you. Shine is like confirmation that getting into that playful, fun energy is going to make you shine so much, and you are going to feel confident. You are going to feel in this amazing energy, like you can attract the love of your life, like you can improve your relationship you are in, like anything is possible, and you're going to feel like you are that shining energy. Let's one more card for you, group number 1. We have full moon and Scorpio, breathe through the tension. With any transition, and Scorpio is all about transition, it can be quite like difficult to adjust to new belief systems or adjust to like letting go of old patterns that just do not serve us. This is asking you to breathe, like remember to breathe. Like when you feel things get tense, instead of shutting down and being like this isn't for me and resorting back to old belief systems, breathe for a moment, get back into that fun energy, that loving energy, because when we make decisions from that loving, fun energy, we make decisions that are best for us. Group number 1, like it's not always the best to be making decisions from that feeling of like refusing to compromise and that overwhelm. Like when it comes to relationships, compromise is a big thing, and like every single relationship on this earth is constantly having to compromise, having to grow, having to learn things about one another, having to learn things about themselves. And if you refuse to compromise, group number 1, it is going to be a hard time for you. So learning to compromise, learning to not let that overwhelm you and breathe through the tension of that is going to help you so much. It's going to help you to shine. Regardless of whether you are single or in a relationship, I feel like you are letting go of old belief systems that did not help you. You are spiritually up-leveling in love, like whether this is through your own self-development journey or your partner teaching you something or meeting someone or being with someone that is in that stable energy, that security, that support, that safety, whether this is yourself meeting someone or your partner, and you are going to be in that fun, loving, playful energy, and it is going to like help you shine. It's going to help you let go of those old belief patterns that we no longer want, to let go of that discontent. You are going to find it easier to compromise. And yeah, I feel like you are letting go of something, because you are going to be faced with this stalemate, which is in the middle of your reading. And I think when you reach this stalemate period, or you may already be in it, you need to ask yourself, what would I do if I knew I was supported? What would I do if I knew I was supported? And Spirit is saying to prioritize joy, to prioritize fun, to prioritize love, to prioritize the things that make you feel comforted, safe, loved, and to know that every single relationship is a learning journey. every single relationship has tension. Every single relationship is not like you see in the movies. You are up leveling massively on a spiritual level, group number 1, and it's going to take you to amazing places. I'd love if you could drop down into the comments and leave the emoji of the cocktail glass, because I feel like that nicely rounds up your reading, group number 1. In that play card we do have the cocktail glass, and I feel like the overarching theme of your reading is to have more fun, is to embrace that season of your life. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that reading and that it resonated in some way. I'd love if you could give it a like, subscribe, and drop down into the comments and leave that emoji of the cocktail glass. Hello my beautiful souls of group number 2. If you chose the black tourmaline, then this is going to be your reading, all about a message in love that you need to hear right now. We have Mirror, who or what is triggering you? We have Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? Group number 1, with who or what is triggering you, I feel like there is something in your love life right now that triggers you, whether this is you're single and like there's a pattern that you go through that triggers you, whether this is guys ghosting you and you reach the 3rd date and it like continues to happen, it triggers you. And or maybe you are in a relationship and there's like a pattern or something your partner does that triggers you, or maybe it's your own self, like a thing within you. And then with Star Mother we have how can you mother yourself. This is like, how can I look after myself in this moment? Like, how can I put myself first? Because when you think of like how a mother would treat her children, usually mothers treat their children so much better than they would treat themselves. Like, they make sure they're fed first, they make sure they have everything, they make sure they have the new clothes, they make sure that their rooms are beautiful, and they put themselves last. But this is like, how can you mother yourself? How can you put the oxygen mask on yourself first? If you are a mother, also this is something you can struggle with, because obviously you are putting your children first and then your partner, and then you become last. So this can be like, if that is for you as well, if any of these situations, I feel like it's quite fitting with this who or what is triggering you, to put self-care into yourself, make time for yourself, to love yourself, to make sure you have your oxygen mask on, because you cannot help others when you don't have your own oxygen mask on. And I feel like that is a strong message coming through for you, group number 2. Reflect on what it is that is triggering you, journal about it, and then journal about like, how can I look after myself more? I'm going to pull some tarot cards for you to get some further information, group number 2. I feel like those 2 cards there are very strong together. I feel like that one wants to come out. That one. And one more. Yep, there we go. 8 of Wands. Fast communication, movement, rapid change, immediate action, and excitement. 8 of Wands is all about receiving some information that's coming to you quite quickly. It's a very exciting feeling. It could be about travel, because it's all about like air travel, and it's something that's like impulsive and exciting and like forward movement, it's action. So I feel like there is something in your life, group number 2, that is going to be unfolding, that is going to happen very quickly. Let's get some more information about what that could be. We've got the 4 of Pentacles, which is all about feeling a little bit insecure. It does indicate that you feel a little bit insecure financially, so this could be like holding you back from going out and having fun with your partner or dating, or it could be like what's triggering you is like, well, I don't have enough money to like look after myself, or like go buy the makeup I want to buy, or, you know, have the bikini wax, or whatever it is. There's this feeling of, I need to be a bit frugal right now, and that could be triggering you. Let's have a look what else we have. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is all about like, the page I like to think of as like a messenger, and the swords is all about your like mind, your communication. So I feel like this could be, it's very on par with the 8 of Wands. In fact, group number 2, we've got like receiving fast communication, some sort of information, and it's going to be bringing you like some clarity. There's something you're curious about. I can see that. Let's see what else we have. We've got the Six of Cups, which is all about nostalgia and visiting like the things from your childhood that bring you so much joy. It also could be like someone from your past coming back to like talk to you, or like wanting to reignite something. And we have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Alright, because the Knight of Pentacles upright is all about like moving forward in a very like reliable, steady fashion. But in reverse, it's kind of like you're stuck. You can't move forward. Like you don't know how to move forward, but it's feeling stuck by your own perfectionism. You want perfectionism, but perfectionism doesn't exist. Like it keeps you from moving forward. So if something is not feeling right or perfect to you, you're like, oh, I don't know if this is for me, or it could be something that triggers you as well. Try and let go of that like expectation of perfectionism. And that's not to say that like you don't deserve the best, group number 2, because you absolutely do. But this is just saying do not have unrealistic expectations. People are not perfect. Take things with a pinch of salt. Like if someone makes you so happy and feels like your person, but you're like, oh, but there's like a couple of things that just like, and it's not perfect. Take that with a pinch of salt, group number 2, because people learn, people grow, and those couple of things may not be worth completely like flicking off something that's going right for you, if that makes any sense. I feel like letting go of that perfectionism. It's also got the word gambler. So like, I don't know if this makes sense to the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but I feel like a message is like take a gamble on something, even if it doesn't feel perfect. If it feels right, like that, trust your intuition with that. Like how can you mother yourself? How can you get back in touch with that intuition of the mother? Like take a gamble, take a risk on something that isn't perfect if it feels right to your intuition. With the Four of Pentacles, you feel quite insecure, so maybe you feel like people search for perfectionism within yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself, group number 2, and look after yourself. If it is like a money thing where you're like, oh, I wish I could put more care into myself, but it's just like a tough time right now, find really small ways that can make you feel good, whether this is like, I don't know, enjoying a longer shower and listening to a podcast or music that you enjoy. Doing things that put you into a high vibe, because when we put ourselves into a high vibe, we feel better. And when we feel better, we actually attract better opportunities to ourselves. So not saying this is going to fix your problems, group number 2, but those are the little things that help me. I hope this makes sense. I feel like there's something triggering you. You will know what it is. It could be multiple things. And you need to take better care of yourself. With these 2 here, I feel like there's some sort of news that you will be receiving that you actually could be even anticipating because of the curiosity here. Yeah, you'll be gaining clarity on something. And these 2, I feel like kind of go hand in hand of the like, don't not act on something because it's not perfect yet. When you take action, it all unravels and life is never going to be perfect. Like there's never going to be the right time. So taking action now and stepping out of that insecurity, like if you're waiting for the time to feel like, oh, finally I feel perfect, like I finally got this done, and I feel like able to move forward. Do not wait for that, group number 2, because I'm telling you, it's never going to come. We are human beings who constantly have something in our mind that like, oh, I wish this was different, I wish that was different. There's always going to be something that is like not quite perfect. Don't let that stop you from moving forward and loving yourself and finding love, or being like happy in the love you have now. With the Six of Cups, this can either, like if this relates to you, someone from your past is going to get back into contact with you, and it's going to be like a reunion feeling. If this does not resonate with you, it's that you are like delving into the beliefs you had as a child or things that brought you joy in the past. Like children are confident. We learn to be like unconfident as we grow up, as we go through puberty, as we experience the adulthood of life. But children have so much confidence, so much joy. They have that innocence feeling. And I feel like this coming up for you, group number 2, is a reminder that when you were a child, you had no problem moving forward. You didn't mind that things weren't perfect. You just wanted to have fun. And, you know, like when your parents are busy doing stuff or like being complaining, it's like, oh, can we just like go have fun? Like, can we just go build a hut out of cardboard and have fish and chips? And like why are you guys so serious? And I feel like this is the energy that you need to embrace, group number 2, that like life can be fun with the simple things. It doesn't need to be the big perfect things. I'm going to pull a couple of Moonology cards for you to get some further information to round up your reading. Whoop. Okay, so we have New Moon in Scorpio. Go deeper. Okay, I have a message coming out for you already, group number 2. With the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, this is like a kind of sweating the small stuff, like the things that are just like surface level perfectionism. Like, okay, I can't move forward because I'm stuck on this. This is a message to go deeper. Look for the real meaning behind everything you do. Like, why is it that you want it to be perfect? Focus on the things that are beneath the surface. Go deeper. The things that are going to bring you that emotional fulfillment, even within yourself. And we have full moon in Libra, find a balance. So finding the balance of time for yourself, time for your family members, time for your love interest, time for dating, time for your partner, whatever that is for you. Find the balance. Also find the balance of like, okay, I want everything to be perfect, but also I accept that like that childhood energy in the 6 of Cups, things don't have to be perfect all the time. My house can be out of order to have fun with my children. My house can be out of order while I go out on a date. Have the balance. Don't let the fact that things are not perfect like immobilize you. You need to keep moving forward. Look within, look to whatever it is that's triggering you in love. Prioritize yourself. How can you do something today that is going to ensure that you... I'd love if you could go down into the comments and drop the emoji of the honey jar. I feel like the honey jar, I think of childhood with Winnie the Pooh. It's like a mothering like lemsip. You know how you have like a drink that you make yourself with lemon and honey? It's like a good way of like mothering yourself. Embracing that sweetness of life is gonna help you with moving forward and letting go of that perfectionism. I just thought it's kind of like a little cute emoji as well. But you have so many like niche messages within your reading, group number 2. It was kind of hard to decide on an emoji for you. I hope to see you again next week. Bye. Hello my beautiful souls of pile number 3. If you chose the Aura Quartz, then this is going to be a reading all about a love message that needed to find you right now. We have the take a break, a life's work, not a season, get off the treadmill. We have Starseed, what lights you up. Pile number 3, I'm feeling like right away there's a message here within the life's work, get off the treadmill. Whatever it is, wherever you are right now in love, it's a reminder that it's not for a short season, it's for your whole life. So you may be in a long-term relationship or a marriage, pile number 3, and this is telling you like slow down, be patient, get off the treadmill, stop like, you know, like the rat race kind of vibe, like stop trying to get to places so quickly. It's for the life's work, not the season. And if you're single, I feel like this is a message of like putting the work into yourself and your self-love. It's for life. Like you're not just with yourself for a season, you're with yourself for your whole life. And this applies to everyone watching. it's a reminder that you aren't just a season, you are like the full cycle, you are the full life cycle. So stop putting so much pressure on yourself and just allow time to kind of be time sometimes. Things will come to you in due course. And with what lights you up, pile number 3, it's asking you what does light you up. Pursue what it is that makes you feel excited. So this could be, as far as love's concerned, following the things that light you up. So what kind of dates light you up? Like, is it going out for dinner? Is it going to the movies? Is it going to the beach? Is it like going to a light show? All these different options. What is it that lights you up? And do the things that is going to bring you joy, that is going to put you in that high frequency place. Whether this is like you're dating to find someone, or you are in a relationship and it's like, what do we do for fun? Like bringing that kind of spark back for your life. Do the things that light you up, but also not just like what lights you up. This could be a question of like asking your significant other or the person you're dating, like what lights you up, and doing things that they love as well, kind of incorporating both of your like sparks and what lights you up together. You don't have to have everything figured right now, because it is a life's work. Like your love life is the life journey. Like it's never just gonna be like you met the person, da 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 da, happy ending. Like it's a journey. Like it's always gonna be a journey. We're forever growing human beings. So don't be so hard on yourself. We'll use some tarot cards here. Pile number 3. Get some more. Oh, that one definitely wanted to come out, didn't it? Get some more information there. Oh gosh. The 6 of Swords in reverse. If you keep returning to a guy or someone who treats you like crap, this is like really struggling to be able to move on from that stuck situation, from the turmoil. You feel like you're repeating the same thing over and over again, and it is like exhausting, and you keep returning to the trouble and you're unable to move on. That is what this card means. And with this card here, obviously it's all about don't be so hard on yourself. You have your whole life. Like it's not just this season. It's not just these few weeks that matter. It's your whole life. So yeah, maybe this person feels important to you right now, but in the grand scheme of your life, if this is how you're feeling, I doubt it. What else we have? The Chariot. The Chariot is all about moving forward. It's forward movement, it's progress, moving towards a common goal with another person. So opposing forces coming together, because we've got the white horse and the black horse there, and working towards a goal together. It's success. It's having like both people having the willpower. So I feel like this clarifies for me, group number 3, that there is someone in your life. A message coming through with this one, part number 3, is that if you are in a committed relationship, you are moving forwards, you are moving towards the same goals. It is a successful union. So I feel like there could be something that's causing turmoil at the moment. That could be just like a clink in the chain, but it's like, this is the reminder that it's a life's work. Like nothing is going to be perfect, and to get back into this like happy speed, prioritize the things that light you up, that light them up, and it's going to help you get back to that achieving speed. Then we have the 3 of Pentacles, and this just further clarifies pile number 3, because the 3 of Pentacles is all about teamwork. It's about collaboration. It's about meeting each other halfway. It's not a one-sided relationship, it's a two-sided relationship. So if you're watching this and you're like, you know what, I feel like I'm in a one-sided thing. Like if you're not in a relationship and you like a certain person or whatever, and they're just giving you breadcrumbs, this is your sign that flick them off. Like you deserve someone that is going to meet you halfway, that's going to be by your side, that is like working towards the same goal as you. Pile number 3. Then we have death. This just further clarifies what I was just saying with this card. If you don't have the person that is willing to work with you, that's willing to be your chariot, that's willing to do the things you enjoy as well as what they enjoy together, and be patient and get through those thick things, flick them off. However, if you are, and you will know intuitively, if you are with someone that prioritizes you and what you love and has fun with you, and you also get to do the things that they love, and you are working together, and you have the ability to move through these situations with the idea in mind that this is a long run relationship. Like, we're not going to let these little things dictate our story. Something is dying off. For my people who are in happy committed relationships, there is some sort of pattern that you're letting go of, some sort of cycle that you're letting go of, where when you do face turmoil or that stuck feeling together, you have some sort of strategy to get through that. So you are letting go and you are transforming the way that you work together, and you are really like up leveling your relationship, which is fantastic. But for the people that feel like they aren't in a relationship, they don't have their committed person, and they are getting breadcrumbed, this is letting go of that so that you can invite in that loving relationship. We have the 9 of Swords. The 9 of Swords is that feeling of anxiety. It's the feeling of like being awake at night thinking about the things that are really getting to you. Pile number 3. It's feeling like you're alone in the situation. And do not feel alone. We all go through these things when it comes to love, not being desired, not being heard, not being prioritized. We all feel like we go through that. We all do go through those things. And I'm feeling like for you, pile number 3, you need to communicate, because we do have the Swords coming up twice, and the Swords is all about like your communication in your mind. Communicate that with whoever you need to communicate this with, to create the clarity, and then you can make an informed decision from there. But if you are in a situation that is causing you despair, that is causing you sleepless nights, you might need to think, okay, like, how can I change this situation? Am I in my long haul relationship, like a life's work, not a season? Or am I in a short season? And is it now time for me to prioritize finding the relationship that I want to be my long season? I feel like there's the duality here of the people listening that are in their like long-term marriage per se, and there are the people that are like in a season. The strategy that is going to work for getting through that thick, stuck feeling is when you communicate, when you do the things that bring you joy and focus on the things that bring you joy and feel like a team. We have the team card as center focus there. So I feel like pile number 3, your team player energy is returning to your relationship, is becoming like a forefront focus for you. If you are looking for a relationship, you are wanting someone to be your life partner, like a life's work. You want your life partner, that person that you can move towards common goals with, that you can transform with, that you can do things that light you up, that you can go through the shit things together and know how to be okay at the other end, so that you don't have these anxious nights. Pull a couple of the Monology cards. I feel like either way there's a big transformation that's happening, whether this is transforming your relationship and how you respond to the negative stuff that comes up, or whether this is transforming and letting go so that you can invite in the new. have first quarter moon in Scorpio. Release your blocks. So kind of like what I was saying with this causing like some sort of friction with the wheel of the chariot. Release what's blocking that. So a way to release your block, like I was saying, is to focus on the things that are going to bring you that joy, that allow you that safe space to feel loved, to feel held, and then you feel safe to kind of then work on the conflict. Because if we go in and work on our conflict things without the focus of the positive stuff, then it's just going to get worse. Like, obviously, if you have fire and you throw more fire, it's just going to make a bigger fire. Whereas if you have fire, you add a bit of water, then you can like work through it, if that makes any sense. I don't know if that analogy works, but I hope you get what I'm trying to say there. And then we have trust the universe, first quarter moon in Aquarius. So part number 3, you need to trust the universe. In this transformation stage, it can be quite scary because we're up leveling, we're leaving behind things that used to be a comfort zone to us. If we are leaving behind situations or people that are no longer serving us in our life, that are no longer part of our life team, it can be hard, but you have to trust the universe with the process, trust your intuition, and that will lead you to good things. Pile number 3. Just to recap, we have the life's work. I feel like you are a person that is ready to be at the stage of prioritizing what is your life journey. Like, who is the life partner? Are you with them now? Are you meeting them soon? That is becoming your priority. And becoming your priority is the things that bring you so much joy, and making sure you prioritize them and add them to your everyday schedules so that you are having fun. And that will help you get through the tough situations. It will help you be fun, and it will help you turn towards each other rather than away. It's going to help you move towards those common goals. You are going to feel like a team. You are going to be prioritizing someone that makes you feel like you are in a team, not like you're working against each other. You are transforming, you're up leveling your relationship with these strategies, or you're letting go of one that is not serving you, or a situation that is not serving you, and you're transforming so that you're no longer repeating this cycle of anxiety. If you are like in a committed loving relationship, this one is like you're letting go of that anxiety of like, why do we have to fight about this all the time? Why is it such an annoyance? Like, because you are learning how to deal with these things in a very healthy way that is going to transform how you interact with one another and how you live your lives. You are releasing your blocks and trusting in the universe with this process. I'd love for you to drop down into the comments and put this emoji. I will have it on the corresponding timestamp, but if this is your reading, leave this emoji. I feel like, I don't know how to explain it. It looks like two people like playing a sport together. I chose this emoji because I feel like it represents team playing and being on each other's team, and that is a strong message coming through for you, group number 3. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, drop down that emoji in the comments, and yeah, it helps out so much. I would really appreciate it, and I hope to see you again next week for another reading. Bye. Hello my beautiful souls of pile number 3. If you chose the amethyst, then this is going to be a reading all about a love message you need to hear right now. Let's see what we have. Lemuria, creating heaven on earth, it is happening. Share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution, expression. So creating heaven on earth, it's happening. Pile number 4, this is an exciting card. Whatever it is you would love for your love life, it is happening. Like, you are creating your heaven on earth. So maybe you are with your significant other, or you are meeting them soon. It is happening. So this is very exciting for you, pile number 4. Then we have sharing your voice, coming out of the cave, persecution, expression. So I feel like with this card coming up, you are like getting out more. You're feeling more social. You are like sharing your voice, you're expressing yourself, and you're feeling really confident. You are in a relationship, you are going through a phase where you feel like you're doing a lot of things that are fun, and you're getting out together and you're expressing yourself to each other more, and it's feeling really nice. Like you're feeling like, oh wow, like we've just created this beautiful space for each other. It's hard to come out and share your voice and express yourselves authentically at the best of times sometimes. So it's amazing when you can get to a space where you feel safe to do this and create that beautiful place for your relationship to flourish. But also, if you are single, this could be getting out, expressing yourself more, and sharing your voice and meeting more people, and that is going to help you get to meeting this person. And I feel like these cards go hand in hand together. They work quite well. Let's see what tarot cards we have for you. Pile number 4. Ooh. I wanted to come out. Let's see what we have for you. Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is all about something ending, grieving, and going through a process, like feeling that collapse, that loss. So this could be something of the past, something didn't work out for you, because to be honest, with your 2 signifiers here, I feel like you are in a fresh situation, or you are in a good situation, pile number 4. So there could be just something that has happened either in the relationship you're in or in the past if you are single, that has kind of wounded you. And I wouldn't say it's an ending, even though the Ten of Swords can indicate an ending. I would just say that this is something that has been painful, that has felt like a loss, that you have learnt from, that you are building from, and that you have finally kind of got to this place where you can come out of the cave and express yourself and have fun and create that heaven on earth you are wanting. Let's see what other cards we have for you. The King of Cups. King of Cups is all about the emotions, and the King is obviously a powerful card because the King is the ruler. It's a masculine energy. It's being very mature and making decisions from a very emotionally mature space. It's feeling supported and also being supportive of others. It's understanding why people are the way they are and why they do the things they do, because we are all emotional beings. And I feel like the King of Cups is such an understanding person. The Sun. The Sun is such a positive card. The Sun is all about positivity. It's feeling ultimate happiness and warmth and success, feeling confident, feeling aligned, feeling like you are expressing your true self. So this pile number 4 confirms to me that you are in this very positive space where you are creating your like dream love life. You are expressing yourself authentically. You are so understanding of others, and people can see that in you. You may also be with someone who is like this as well. There was something that's either hurt you in the past and you have learnt so much and you have grown either on your own or together. You are in this place now where you feel like the sun is on your face, like everything you want is happening. You have this, oh my gosh, you have the Star. The Star is all about a new like chapter, a chapter of miracle. So like feeling like this is a miracle. So whatever this is that has happened to you, you didn't see this all happening, and you feel like you are now in like in a miracle. You are in your miracle phase of hope, of renewal, of rejuvenation, of having that inner clarity, of feeling inspired together in this kind of Lemuria energy. What else do we have? the Five of Swords. I don't really know how to take the Swords energy right now because we have such positive cards here. Pile number 4. But of course, no relationship, no situation is perfect. Despite the Sun being such an amazing card, we can't have our sunshine without our darkness. And of course, every single relationship, every single situation is going to have their conflict. So this card is all about conflict and feeling like you are at a defeat, and like there could be someone that makes you stress, that makes you feel a little bit on edge. Some of the things in life you disagree on, but most of the things you do. So when the things that come up that you don't both agree on, it feels awful because most of the time you are in this really positive space. But pile number 4, know that when you are in this very positive space and these things come up, remember these things, because no relationship is perfect. And this is a strong relationship I'm feeling with the King of Cups, the Star, the Sun, heaven on earth, with expression coming out of the cave. I feel like these things are trivia. Also, another message that's coming up is if this is something that happened a while ago that keeps coming up, that you argue about, you need to do some sort of a letting go ceremony of whatever this was so that it doesn't keep returning in a cycle of when things do come up or you nitpick at things, that this is also on your mind as well. Letting go of that hostility with this situation and focusing on the things that do bring you joy. But yeah, like I said, no one's perfect. Most of your cards are amazing. You do have hope, and like I said, it's that miracle feeling. Let's see what chronology cards we get for you. Group number 4. First quarter moon in Leo, be humble. Okay, so when these disagreements or little tiffs do come up, humble yourself. Like, don't always think you are the one that's right. Listen to what one another have to say and try and walk a mile in the other person's shoes before you raise that conflict. So we've got new moon in Gemini, think it through. So this makes sense when these conflicts do come up. Think it through, rationalize, and really think, like, is this something that needs to be argued about? Is it worth it? Because we have such a beautiful union. We have such a beautiful relationship. Think it through. Think it through before you speak, because Gemini is all about the communication. So is the Swords, and yeah, the Swords there too. Think the things through before you speak. Especially we've got share your voice coming out of the cave, persecution, expression. You are improving a lot on how you express yourself, on how you communicate, so that you communicate in that healthy way. Pile number 4. And we have last quarter moon in Libra, make time for self-love. Making the time for self-love is always a beautiful thing. When you love yourself, you show up to your relationship in such a positive way, because you're not going to accept anything less than you give yourself. When you have that self-love and it kind of glows from you, you are going to be attracting love to you that makes any sense at all. Maybe we'll go one more because it feels off balance. Last quarter moon in Scorpio, reveal what needs to be seen. When you reveal the things that are beneath the surface, when you voice these things, you can then work through them. Express yourself authentically and in a way that is going to be delivered like the King of Cups, like with empathy, with I statements and I feel statements rather than you do. Just to recap, you are meeting your person or you are already with the person that makes you feel like, yeah, this is my dream love life, like this is heaven on earth for me. You are in a place where you are going to be authentically communicating and expressing yourself with confidence. You feel like you're coming out of the cave, like you're a social butterfly. You are in the sun energy where you are radiating that confidence, that positivity, that joy, and people are drawn to you because they're drawn to people that have that warm light, that, I don't know, you know when you meet someone or you're like around someone that is just so positive and happy, and it's almost like you just want to be around them because it makes you feel great too, like they inspire you. And the King of Cups is like someone that has so much empathy and understanding for others, so you are going to be in this place where you do empathize and have so much understanding for the person you're with, the person you're seeing, people around you in your life. And then we have the Star with the miracle energy, the newness, and feeling like anything is possible, like you have so much hope. There is something that has brought you pain. There is something that, like, when you do argue, it like kind of comes up and it's a little bit like brings up some tension, but I feel like pile number 4, you are working through that, and this is a reminder that this happens in every relationship. You need to focus on the things in the sun, rather, like in those moments where you think like, oh, is this even worth it, like, and you question your relationship, you question yourself, you question your validation in the situation you're in. If this heaven on earth, the sun and the star, like the miracle, hope, it's all aligned, like this is all meant to be, and this is just a fear. Like, don't let that be something that you self-sabotage this situation. So think it through before you act, before you say things. Reveal what needs to be seen, of course, because when we don't reveal what needs to be seen, we bottle things up. It makes it more difficult in the future. So I feel like you are getting more sharp with your communication, but you are in this space where you can communicate very empathetically, very with a lot of understanding. So this is on your side, pile number 4. Make that time for self-love, and I feel like you are doing that because the sun exudes that self-love, that self-confidence. And humble yourself when you are going through this. Like, you might feel like things are going very well almost like 95% of the time. So when these things happen, it feels intense because it's like, whoa, what the hell? But just humble yourself. Know that that is natural, that is normal, and don't try and be bigger or better than your partner. Try and see their side as well. I feel like the universe is confirming for you, like you are in a beautiful relationship, or you are in a beautiful space where you are about to go into a beautiful relationship, but don't let the little things that, I mean, yeah, they may not be so little, but don't let the negative things outweigh the positive. When we learn to deal with these things, we enable ourselves to live a beautiful life. Part number 4, I'd love for you to go down into the comments and drop the emoji of the rainbow, because I feel like that nicely symbolizes this reading, with this being like heaven on earth, with this being like coming out of the cave. When the rain's cleared up and it's sunny outside, you can like go out, so it's like symbolic of the rainbow with the star there, like just hope and that fresh feeling, that newness. And the King of Cups is all about water. I don't know, I just feel like the rainbow is well suited to your reading for some reason. We've got the sun coming out and we've got the storm there, so that creates a rainbow. I hope you enjoyed your reading, group number 4. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, drop down the rainbow emoji in the comments. It helps out so much, and I hope to see you again here next week. Bye. Hello my beautiful souls of pile number 5. If you chose the rhodonite crystal, then this is a love life message meant to find you right now. Let's see what we have. Leap, you go first, the universe will catch you. And then we have Imrama, where are you being called to journey to? Ooh, I love these cards together, pile number 5. So you go first. The universe will catch you. I feel like this is telling you to take a chance. I feel like if there's someone you need to like message or text or ring or like go and see and be like, hey, I like you. You need to take a leap. You need to take a risk, and the universe will catch you regardless of whether you get rejected, of whether you know, get accepted on the invitation. You are moving forward. You are making it happen, pile number 5. And with the where are you being called to journey to, I feel like this is like saying it is time. Like it is just further confirming that first card that you are being called to make something happen. So whether this is like the example I just gave, or whether you need to like risk something and leave a situation that's scary, or whether you need to propose, I don't know. It could be anything that like involves taking a risk in love. But you're being called to journey somewhere in your love life, and it might feel scary to you. Let's see what we have in the tarot deck. Pile number 5. Ooh, did you just see that? The Lovers just like jumped out at me. This is amazing. You are finding pure love. This is like the Lovers is the best card to get in a love reading, obviously, because it is the Lovers. It's two people coming together in unity, romance, relationships, alignment, a union, a deep soul connection. It's also about a choice that needs to be made. So making the choice to tell your lover that you love them so that you can be lovers. Then we have, what else do we have? The Four of Swords. Okay. The Four of Swords is about rest and recuperating and making sure that you are protecting your energy. It can be also about meditation, so meditating and visualizing. I feel like that is going to bring you a lot of clarity and confidence. Pile number 5, to journey on this journey that you're being called to. Let's see what else we have. These two. That one there. The Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords coming up is quite beautiful, pile number 5, because this is all about being honest and direct with what you're thinking, what you're feeling. It's voicing what you want to say. It's having the confidence to do it. So I feel like there is something you need to take a risk on, pile number 5, that you need to say, that you need to have your energy for, like that you need to meditate and relax and get into this space where you feel really confident and well-rounded within yourself so that you can take this leap in a really light-hearted way. Then we have the Seven of Swords in reverse. Imposter syndrome is coming up here, so you might feel like, you know, like, oh, does not feel like me. I feel like this, like, I'm not the person that takes the leap. I'm not the person that gets the ending of the Lovers. But I feel like also, because this can also signify regret, that like if you do not do this, you will regret it. So you just need to embrace the fact that you are worthy of the Lovers, pile number 5, and take that action, or you will regret it. And I feel like with the Queen of Swords being center stage there, you are absolutely going to be taking that action and communicating what you need to communicate. The Ten of Cups. So the Ten of Cups is all about emotional fulfillment. It's about love and support and fulfillment and feeling like you are so connected to your family. I always think in this deck specifically, it looks so aligned for feeling happy with your marital life, like with your husband, with your wife, with your significant other, and feeling like you are a tight unit. Like, I don't know, like you have so much trust in the father of your child, like you have so much trust in the mother of your child, and being in a space maybe where you want to invite that into your life as well, group number 5. But I feel like with the Lovers, and the Ten of Cups coming up, that is amazing for you, pile number 5. So maybe you need to be like, hey, I really think that you are going to be my husband one day, or I really think you're going to be my wife one day. And just taking that leap, and maybe not saying it like that, but you know, maybe this person that you need to talk to, that you have feelings for, maybe that is your future wifey, maybe that is your future husband. If you are already in a relationship, I feel like this is just confirming that, like, maybe you need to take the leap and propose. Maybe you need to take a leap and there's something you need to risk, and it's going to pay off for you, group number 5. I hope that aligns in some way. Okay. New moon in Aries. Go for it. Yes. Go for it. If you needed any more further confirmation other than you go first, universe will catch you, and where are you being called to journey to? Go for it. Also, you are. Like, I'm intrigued, pile number 5. What is it that you are going for? You are taking a risk in something. You are doing something completely out of your comfort zone with that whole like imposter syndrome coming up. Go for it. And that is going to pay off. It's going to bring you that 10 of Cups. It's going to bring you the Lover's energy. We have full moon in Virgo. Take inspired action. Okay, that is self-explanatory, group number 5. Take inspired action. It's almost the same as new moon in Aries, go for it. Full moon in Virgo, take inspired action. Take the action you need to take in order to get your 10 of Cups, in order to get your lovers, in order to get the love of your life. This is the green light, like, go for it. Take the risk and really be honest with yourself. Where are you being called to journey to? Where is it you want to take this? Whether this is like up-leveling the situation you're in, whether this is being honest with yourself that you are ready for love, whether this is proposal, whether this is like, you know what, I want to leave you. This could be anything that feels like a risk. Take the inspired action. Where are you being called to journey to? Take the risk, go for it, and be that confident person that communicates it. How exciting for you, pile number 5. Pile number 5, I'd love for you to drop down into the comments and leave an emoji of the microphone. And I say the microphone because I feel like you are using your throat chakra. You are voicing, you are taking that risk and speaking up about what it is you want. You are taking that leap. You are being called to journey somewhere. You are going for it, and you are taking that inspired action to get your lovers, to get your 10 of Cups. Remember to meditate and think about the things you want, and then take the inspired action. And yes, you may feel like you have imposter syndrome, but we all do. We all do. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading, pile number 5. If you did, give it a like, subscribe, and drop down into the comments and leave that microphone emoji. It helps out so much, and I hope to see you again here next week for another reading. Bye.